Dude,
never,
they would,
buy that.
they would
Welcome
actually
back
sell
to
a lot
Push
of
the
systems.
Core Gaming, where we are like phoenixes rising from the ashes.
Okay, so apparently in a previous episode or previous conversations, Chad decided that it was a good idea for Sega to come out with a new system called the Phoenix because they're rising from the ashes, and they're going to become the best RPG system again.
Yeah, Sega, you need to release a new system and release a Shining Force game with the opening system. And
Shining Force 4,
right?
but make it more like... So Shining Force 3 was amazing,
Yes.
but Shining Force 2 was better.
Oh my god, my outfit.
The only
is
problem
so-
with Shining Force 3 is that you had to play 3 separate scenarios.
I thought that was amazing.
I mean, I do like that, but it's too bad they never released the other 2 in English.
Right.
Even
Yeah,
though-
you messed up Sega of America.
Thanks
but
to
Sega
Shining
of
Force
Japan,
Central.
you were amazing because they were all for it. But
Look at
Sega
this
of
outfit.
America, you really screwed
You guys
us.
see this
Yeah.
stuff?
You're gonna be a clown. You could be
Another thing,
serial
Sega,
rapist clown.
is if you come out with a new system and
Yeah,
you
look
bring
at
out Shining Force 4.
Here we go. Yeah!
Wow, that's terrible looking.
Oh
Isn't
my
that the
God.
worst thing ever?
Yes.
So
Mario looks like
Shining
it
Force
now.
Shining Force
4.
4.
And what you're gonna
Pennywise.
do is you're gonna okay, take everything that was amazing about Shining Force 3, like the special attacks for each
Oh
different
god,
weapon.
that's what made that game
But
so much more
what
fun.
you're gonna do
When you
is
play
make
that
the
game.
levels fixed. Otherwise, you have perfectionists like me and Dustin who sit
Yeah,
there
please make
for
the level
an
fixed.
hour trying to get
Please.
one level,
Dude,
a perfect
a
level.
lot of games do that nowadays too. It drives me nuts.
Like
What?
how nuts?
When you gain a level, it's totally RNG. It's not like random number generator. Come on,
Yeah.
Ken.
For what? For like your stats?
Yes,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
it's
that's horrible.
freaking annoying. So you have people who are crazy obsessive, like Chad and I, and I'm sure plenty other people out there who keep resetting the game and leveling that level to get the best possible stats.
Let me tell you about Golden Sun. In Golden
Is there
Sun,
any way you can change that? No.
Listen to what Chad's about to say.
in Golden Sun, it's actually, I mean, if you like Shining the Holy Ark, you're gonna love Golden Sun because it's
the
basically
same game style,
It's basically the same game
But-
style. Anyway, so there's
a trick.
There's two different occasions in the game where you can gain a perfect level every time.
Yeah, there's a way to
You have
manipulate
to
the
run.
RNG. To
There's
give
like
you
this
perfect
one
levels.
glitch in the game where you run into this mountain, and normally when you run into an object, you stop running. But in this instance, you keep running, and you fight glitched monsters or like really, really strong monsters, and every time you gain a level, you gain a perfect level.
Yeah.
So what I did...
Somebody figured this crap out.
What I did is basically stayed in this one spot and ruined the game for myself because I couldn't stand not getting a perfect level every time. And instead of wasting my time
Oh, I screwed that up.
every time, I thought it would be better to do it this way. So I can enjoy the game eventually. Wow, Ken, you're amazing.
How did you get the middle one as a moon?
Dude, I don't know.
You got a coin.
That's the problem with me and you playing games like that, though, is because we're so freaking, like, obsessive OCD type with that crap that I can't play it otherwise. Like, you know what I mean? Well, another game I really need to play through that does the same thing and is just like Shining Force, actually, with a lot of things. What's it called? One of the first games that came out for PlayStation.
Shining Force.
Loaded.
No.
For PlayStation?
I want to
Yeah,
play
for
Loaded
PlayStation.
again
Beyond
so
the
bad.
Beyond the Beyond, that's it.
I
That
wanna play-
game was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, what was the other one that...
My first
Grandia?
RPG was Final Fantasy.
Grandia is awesome as well.
What was...
Final Fantasy VIII, really?
Yeah.
Lufia?
your first RPG?
What?
Final Fantasy
It was Lufia.
The one thing I
Was
hate
it
about Final
Lufia?
Fantasy
Yep.
VIII
Wasn't that for Sega CD?
No, it's for
Leveling
Sega
up
or
penalizes
Super
you.
Nintendo.
Yeah, that
Lufia.
was.
One of my favorite.
It was
one
bad
of my
'cause,
favorite
like,
games.
you had one character.
Secret of Evermore.
Like I got one when I beat the game. I had
Pretty
one
good.
character at 100.
Chrono Trigger is probably...
If
Well,
you have
actually,
your
I had like
cats-
2 or 3,
Chrono
but
Trigger
like
is probably
they
one of
weren't
the
in
best
same
games ever
party
made.
when I went to fight the final
For
boss.
sure.
And of course,
Hands
the final
down.
boss is at the highest level because
Yeah.
your guy is at the highest level. And then like if you have like
Chrono
a level
Trigger.
80 person,
And that's the thing about those
you
old
can
games
tell
is they
the
had
difference in level.
SquareSoft
and they're not
before
doing
they
anything,
merged with
and-
Square
Well,
Enix.
one thing I
before
know
they
about
merged with
Final
Phoenix.
Fantasy VIII,
They had amazing music. Like every soundtrack was just fantastic.
Oh,
There's
music
that
was
word.
important
No
back
one
in the-
cares.
in
back
Final
in the
Fantasy VIII, if you
early
level
video
your
game
characters
days.
to 100 before you fight
What'd
one
you
of the
say?
ultimate weapons, you cannot beat them. Because right when the battle starts, they all automatically cast L5 Doom.
Piled on the salt.
So if your whole party's 100, you instantly die every time.
Against what?
One of the ultimate weapons. in
Why?
Final Fantasy VIII. Because they just set it up that way. It's
Can't
totally
you
stupid.
have like a protection spell on? Or
no,
like
there's
some
no
kind
way
of
around
protect?
it. I don't think there's anything way
There's
around
got to
it.
be a way around it, bro. Like
I'm pretty sure there's not.
there's no way it misses
I
you.
was talking this about Randy.
Oh, you
That's
can.
how I know about it. And he has played the
there's
game
one of those,
over and over and over and
No,
over.
no.
and over again.
I think there's one of those moves where you can take away, like how in Pokemon you can do disable.
But you can't cast anything before he casts it. Right when the
Oh,
battle
it's
starts,
right.
he casts it instantly.
Well, so you just can't be a level 100?
Yep.
Otherwise, he casts it every time?
All I know is the last boss was a pain in the ass. Because you just...
I get to be lava.
Back to the Phoenix.
No, we're talking about Final Fantasy VIII.
Well, no, we're not. What
Yeah,
were we talking
yes.
about before that, Dustin?
I'm gonna look this
Shining
up.
Force.
L5.
No.
We were talking about what the new Sega system.
No, before that. Like, last episode, Ken was like, can we bring this into the next episode?
You're talking about some guy at Sega something.
No,
Some
it
story
wasn't
you were
about Sega.
You're gonna tell a story.
No, it was about a game.
Yes, it was. Okay, so basically, this one of the I can't remember what his position was, but
Okay, this is
PlayStation basically recruited him, and he worked for Sega before that. And basically, he walked up to the stage with a big thing of like the PlayStation thing. It was like an E3, and he went to the mic and he like announced the price, dropped the mic, and walked away, and everybody cheered.
He dropped the mic.
He dropped the mic. He did a mic drop.
What a BA.
Dude, that's like the ultimate. That's what happened. People were like, yeah, this shiz is gonna be bomb. It had to be cheap because we had one.
The PlayStation, I mean, it was, but it wasn't. And the first PlayStations that came out were terrible.
Might be a dead end.
Oh, I
BA.
guess you. Okay, so Randy, you can apparently avoid L5 death if your character's at level 100 by junctioning 100 death spells to the character's stat defense. It'll protect you from it.
To
Huh.
Randy. Is this
Oh,
some
dude, that's like
person online?
impossible.
That's
though.
something he probably didn't know, because he told me this like not that long ago. I did not know that.
That's like impossible though, because like you'd have to junction so much.
I don't remember how this.
Well, as
system
long as
works,
you
but-
junction, well, if you don't want your characters to die, but as long as you junction only one person, you
right,
can
then,
revive
then
the
you
rest.
can revive the rest.
Yeah, but you'd have to have either a item that revives them, or you'd have to have magic.
Well, I'm sure you're gonna have Phoenix Downs.
Right, at the very least.
Yeah, probably.
There's that Phoenix word again. Sega, Phoenix,
You said Phoenix Downs.
It makes me want to play that game again.
Phoenix.
Oh man!
When you release
think
it,
I
release
have
Shining
it
Force
just
4 and
sing
all the
some,
most amazing
Fallout
RPGs
play
ever
there.
made.
Shining Force 4, and
If they
Shining
released-
Wisdom 2,
If they release a Shenmue with it, I mean that would be.
Shining Holy Ark 2.
I mean, we gotta settle down with all the Shining
This is
games. You
kinda
can only play
weird.
one at a time, so maybe release
It's
them.
perfect
you
for
know,
your clown
Leave some room
suit.
for other things. What
I
are
mean, what are some other games Sega makes?
some that aren't like Sonic the Hedgehog? Because they're just beating that dead
Yeah.
horse.
Well, I mean, it's like Mario. But,
Right.
I mean, it's
It's a guaranteed to make
I mean,
money,
it's
so
like
they
it's
put
just
it
like
good.
Dax and Jax or whatever, and
That was dumb. Did you see that crap?
what else? Crash Bandicoot.
Well, yeah. I mean, I understand, redoing an idea because it makes money, but
Well,
at
like
least
they
make
love
it a
putting those platformers on because that's what it sells. That's like one of the staples of the
That's
system.
fun.
You know what I mean? Like
No, I get
people,
that,
people
but-
love Crash Bandicoot.
Fork
Uh-huh.
flicking.
I never played Crash
It
Bandicoot.
felt
love
like Fork.
Donkey
Crash
Kong
Bandicoot
Country.
was really fun.
Donkey Kong Country was awesome.
2 and 3.
But it got old.
The first Crash
Well,
Bandicoot
exactly,
I never
that's the
beat.
problem. They don't really remake it. They don't really
The
add
first
anything
Crash Bandicoot
different. All
was
these
difficult.
Platformers turn into the same
It was
thing.
quite difficult.
Well, the
Did you
Donkey
ever
Kong
beat it?
countries did kind of
don't
have
remember.
like they have a new character.
I remember I
for
got
each
to like the
episode-
top of the mountain and I
each
couldn't beat
game.
one of the levels.
and they do something different, but
Some of those
it did
levels
get
got
old.
really hard, though.
Oh yeah.
In Donkey Kong?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
No, yeah.
Especially like the
I
barrel
definitely did
ones
not
where like
beat
you
it.
had to like launch
Where
the
you're just
barrel perfectly
launching.
into another barrel and then like
No. Is it?
And they're moving.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
You can't
trying
even
to
see
collect
them moving
everything
at
in
the
that game.
time. You just
it's
gotta
very
guess.
difficult. Like I remember the third one, like you had to collect everything to like move on with the game. Like it was difficult.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, what game was really awesome. The Mario game where Mario was a baby, Yoshi's Island. That was
Hmm.
it.
That was
That
fun.
game was awesome.
Yeah, it was. That was the
Mario-
first
that
time they
was
gave Yoshi his own
Mario-
game.
Super Mario 2, wasn't it?
no.
Yoshi's Island.
I don't,
Yoshi's
I
Island.
don't think
it was for
so,
Super
was it?
Nintendo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was Mario 2.
I
but
loved.
it was like
What was
subtitled.
it?
Yeah, something like that.
What was the
Here we
Tetris
go.
Attack? That was a
Test
good game
Attack was
too.
amazing, yeah.
Oh, I love that game.
Yup.
Yeah. I'm surprised
Mhm.
they've never remade that. Like, maybe.
Pretty
you know,
sure they
I think
have.
it became more of like a
It was
game
a-
that was more popular over time than when it was.
Right. I had it
initially
on Game
released.
Boy.
Well,
it
I
was-
think puzzle games like that, it depends on who's playing them. Because some people were all like, oh, it's all about Yoshi's Cookie. And I'm like, yeah.
Oh yeah, Yoshi's Cookie. That
I
was
wasn't
a
a
fun
big
one too.
Yoshi's Cookie fan.
Dr.
Um,
Mario 64 was amazing.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Well, that's the thing is like once like the newer systems came out, they kind of like became obsolete because like
Really
even like
active.
what was that game that I used to play all the time?
well, think about
we used to-
columns, dude. That was.
We
a
used to play
popular
that
Sega
game. What was that game that we used to play all the time?
What system?
Xbox.
What was it like?
You had to make the stars,
You had to make the
the
stars.
bombs, like the big, what was it called?
It was
like
a puzzle
the big
game
puma or big, yeah,
The big Puma.
for
like-
Xbox.
yeah. You had to like make the diamond and it made like a black star,
I'm
or not a
starting to
diamond, but
think
like
I'm-
a five-sided thing. What is that?
Oh,
You know what I'm
you
talking
sure
about.
this was an Xbox game?
Yeah, Xbox 360.
I know what game you're talking. It was one of those games you download. It wasn't
It
like
came
a,
with the game. It came with the
yeah.
system.
Oh
It
man,
was
that game
free.
was awesome and so addictive and so hard.
Yeah.
Like,
Like get all the achievements like it was impossible.
right. It was one of those games you download. It wasn't like
It was
a,
an arcade
It was
game, yeah.
not. Yeah, it was in the arcade. Right, but that game was awesome. I know what
For
you're
what
talking about.
system?
Xbox 360.
What was it called?
That's what we can't
I
remember.
can't remember the name of it, but it was really good.
What did you do in it?
Oh my god.
It was a puzzle game where you like have to connect things to blow up. You have to like connect gems to blow up gems. But
It
then
like
you could
rotated. It rotated
Yeah.
in like threes, and you rotate them and try to make
Oh,
like
right.
these
Yeah, and some of the achievements
hexagons.
were-
You tried to make hexagons, and then you made like a gem in the middle. And if you
and you have to
connected,
keep
if
making
you
more to make
connected
a
5
super
of
rare
them,
one, right?
you would get like a black one.
Right. And
And
then there
once
was
you-
even more after that,
yeah.
wasn't there?
Once you created the black,
Hexic.
there you go, hex.
Was that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, you throw frying
You
pans.
played
Yeah.
it? Then, I'm
Yeah.
assuming?
I thought he threw clubs.
You're talking about the star flowers and the
Yeah,
black
yeah,
pearls and
I'm a
Big Papa or
frying
whatever it
pan
was.
brother.
It's
I
called
still got to
Hexic.
get those achievements.
I'm like, I'm gonna go home and do that.
Another day.
I don't think you're going to.
Is it called Hexic or Hexagon?
Sometimes I feel like
Hexic.
Yeah, I remember it
Sometimes
now.
The first one's Hexic HD, I believe.
Yeah, that's the one for 360.
Yep, there it is, Hexic.
we're going nuts.
I remember the music.
I
It
wish
was
he
good
didn't
music.
have to jump. Like, see that jump that bounce he's doing? That's automatic.
Hey, so Phantasm 5 was awesome.
No, I gotta say it was not.
Although I do want to go back and watch like the first one now.
The first one's pretty good. The first one, I don't like how it ends up being like all a dream.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the whole movie doesn't count by the time you get to the end.
It's like a big slap in the face to people who are watching.
My
I-
favorite is the ending of the third one, where
Why?
he's pinned up against the wall, and he's like, go, get out of here, Timmy, it's over. And then the tall man shows up out of nowhere. Timmy gets like grabbed, and the old tall man's like, it's never over. And then it like goes to the credits. It's perfect.
So, spoiler alert, in the fifth one, so the bad guy basically says to the good guy,
How
he's like,
can you spoil the end one when we didn't even know what was going on?
he's like, why, if you don't need me, then why am I alive? And he's like, well, I'm bored.
Yeah.
So, like, literally, I'm just messing with you the
People are
entire
gonna be like,
time.
what's Phantasm? It's like old.
It's the horror movie with the silver balls that have like blades and spikes and stuff that come out of them and chase people down.
Hellraiser. I love Hellraiser.
Oh gosh,
I
haven't
did
seen
watch
the
most of that.
newest
Have you
one.
seen the 7th one?
I haven't seen the
There's 7?
newest one.
You have not seen the newest one. Have you seen the one with the haunted house?
Dude, it's been a while since I've watched them.
I think
but
that's
I've
like
seen
number
them all
6.
I think
except
I've
for
only
the
seen
newest
3 or
one.
4 of them.
I think that's like number 6. It's actually... That one was probably my favorite.
Why is that?
The newest one came out what, like a year or two ago?
Yeah, it was like
Really? That
2 years
recent?
ago. Yeah, it's Hellraiser 7. And it's... I think it's still the original Hellraiser.
No, it's not. They
Oh.
took a Doug, whatever the
that's
guy's name.
right.
He's not the guy.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm the guy. That's
Yeah, you the guy, I'm the guy.
Twitch. I'm a twitching rock.
So,
I'm a blob.
Oh, you're an
What
Amazon
are you?
guy.
I'm a blob.
You're an Amazon
Where do you
guy.
go with this thing?
I don't know. I was that
You
salt
look
pile.
like meat.
That salt pile. I went.
Is that a bird? Yeah, it's a bird's claws coming at you.
Uh-oh.
You are meat.
That's a huge bird.
Flappy Dappy.
It looks like
I'm
a
meat
meatloaf.
with a mustache.
You're a meatloaf,
Oh
you're a
man, look
mustache
at her
meatloaf.
eyes. They're all messed up.
Mustache
Speaking of meatloaf,
Googly eyes.
I was listening to the dashboard.
Dashboard.
Whatever.
By the
Yeah.
dashboard light.
That
Yeah.
song is just so freaking hilarious.
It's
dude.
so good.
Didn't you just
She's
recently
dropping
find out
you
what
in
it was
the
about when I explained it to
stew.
you?
No, it was a while ago. I knew it was good.
All right, someone take us out.
Tonight, I'm feeling alright.
Now I'm waiting for the end of time to hurry up and
To leave a
arrive.
like and subscribe. Because if
if
you
I
want
have
to
to
come
spend
back
another
and...
minute with you, I know you're doing the remix.
I don't think I'd survive.
All right, thanks again for
This
watching.
is so
We'll catch you guys
hilarious.
on the next one.
And
Peace.
I'm waiting for the end of time so I can
So I can end my time with you.